Welcome back to another Tradesyncer tutorial. My name is KV, and in this video, we're going to talk about groups and risk management, how we can use these two features inside Tradesyncer to better your trading. So without wasting any time, let's talk about them. First, to get to the screen on your left toolbar, click on Groups under Copy Trading, and you'll be presented with this screen, the default group setting. Here is where all of your connected accounts are going to show. This is the default group. It cannot be deleted, but we can add other custom groups. We can click Create Group at the top right corner. And then here we will be presented with a couple of options. So group name, I can name this 50K accounts. And then here I can choose those accounts that I want. So I just want the 50K accounts, for example. So I selected both of those accounts, and now I want to drag them right here on the leaders and the followers. So I want my Lucid account to be the leader, drag and drop, and then my top step account here to be my follower right there, and then I'll create a group. And just like that, group created successfully. Now it sent us to the Cockpit page. On the Cockpit page now, we don't see all of those accounts. We see only the accounts that we actually connected in this group. And then we have at the top this toolbar that says Manage Groups, overview of the groups, right? So the default and the 50K account group that we just created. We can go to the default here, and then we can go to the 50K accounts here as well. Now, here's what changed. As you can see, the default now only shows 3. And the reason for that is because one account cannot coexist into 2 different groups at the same time. So if you add them on a specific group here, they will be removed from the default group. So if you're the type of trader who is trading different account sizes, who's trading valuations, funded accounts, maybe even live accounts, and you want to separate those and not copy trade them all together, this is what this feature is basically about. I personally just divided them by 50K accounts by account size, but you could also divide them by account type, right? Only valuations or only funded accounts. You could do that and use the group feature, so you're not just turning on and turning them off every single time. Now, let's talk about the group that we just created, the 50K account. We have the leader, which we selected. We can turn on the follower account right here. And then there will be some buttons only for groups and then some features for all of your accounts. So as you can see here, you can change your group leader. You can cancel your group orders. You can flatten your group position, right? These are only specific to this group. But if we scroll a little bit here on the right, if you ever change the ratios or the cross function, that will stay with the account no matter which group it goes to. And again, if you are just trading one group at a single time, just go here to the group that you're trading and you're good. If you want to look at all of your groups together and see how they're performing, go to overview and you will see all of your groups right here. And then we can go to manage groups to go back to this page and check out what groups do we have here. We can obviously edit that group that we just made right there, add more accounts, delete these accounts, change the leader accounts, change the follower accounts, even delete the group. Again, the only group you cannot delete is the default one, okay? Now, as you can see here, it says unassigned accounts to accounts because they got removed from that group. Now we have to add them to the default one, okay? Boom, boom. Default assign, and they will be right there. And then we can just assign a leader account just like we did when we first added the connections, right? Set a leader account, set leader right here, choose one of them, change leader. And as you can see, we don't have that toolbar to manage groups anymore because there's only one group. Now, under the copy trading here on the left, we've talked about the cockpit, how to set up the cockpit. We've talked about groups. We just talked about how to set them up and why to use this functionality. The last thing, the third thing we haven't talked about is risk management, which I wanted to touch on this video a little bit. Now, the risk management right now is fully functional on Tradevate. And as you can see for Top Step and Tradesy and some of these other brokers, it says coming soon. But for Tradevate, it is fully functional. So how do we use this? Well, let's look at the columns. We have a daily loss limit, a daily loss limit action. So what happens when that daily loss limit hits? And then we have a daily profit target and a daily profit target action. Now, what is super cool about this feature is this is connected directly to Tradevate. So anytime you make a change here, it will make that change on Tradevate as well. Now, these specific accounts here from Top 1 Futures, they already have a daily loss limit of 3750, and that's why it shows here as well. And then I have personally added a daily profit target of 1800 just because they do have a 20% consistency rule. So I do not want to pass that because it will hurt me and I'd have to make more money to actually get a payout. Now, as you can see, the daily action right now, the only functionality is liquidate. So whenever this target hits, it will liquidate that position and cancel flatten you completely. Same thing goes for your daily loss limit as well. Now, as I said, this feature is only for Tradeovate right now, and the other brokers, TopStepX, Rhythmic Connections, they will be added very soon as well. But what you can do with every broker right now is to actually lock yourself out. So as you can see right here, the last column is a manual lockout. So I can click on these accounts, and even the TopStep accounts, and even my Rhythmic connection I Tradesy from Lucid, and click lock accounts. It's giving us a warning if we actually want to lock the leader account. Yes, lock the leader account. And then we have a couple of functions here on how long do we need this actual lockout to be placed for. So I can't click on Asia or London just because those sessions have ended right now, but I could click New York and it will lock me out from trading from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Central. If I don't want to use a trading session lock, I can use a time lock. So lock me for an hour, lock me for 3 hours, lock me until the next market opens, or for a custom date as well. I'm like, hey, lock me until this date at this hour at this minute. Now, keep this in mind. Using this lockout feature inside Tradesyncer will not disable you to trade from your accounts on your broker. It will only stop you from opening any positions and using Tradesyncer, which is different than the daily loss limit and the daily profit target feature right here, which are connected with your broker directly. So I hope this video explained to you how the group feature and the risk management features work inside Tradesyncer. The team is always working on making your job easier as a trader and helping manage your risk a little bit better. Now that concludes everything you need to know about copy trading inside Tradesyncer, but there's one more feature left that we haven't talked about, that is journaling. So in the next video, we're going to talk about how to actually import your trades into Tradesyncer and use this for a journaling feature as well. Again, my name is KV. I'm your guide here through these Tradesyncer tutorials, and I'll see you on the next one.